Whether you have a chest like this one, a very thin one, or a more muscular chest like this one, it doesn't really matter because the construction lines you are going to use are the same ones. This one, as you can see, these are the construction lines that you must learn how to draw, because these are the base for any kind of chest, whether it is a very thin one or whether it is a very muscular one, especially if you are a beginner. So we're going to start with the head, of course. Something very simple, you know. Once you have your head, you can find a point, which is starting from the chin. You go downwards of half the length of the head or 3/4. So once you find this point, another head downwards, you can find the pectorals, the line of the pecs. You just have to connect this one with the shoulders. So you draw something like this. Another head downwards. You can find the navel, which is more or less here. Then you draw very simple, starting from this point of the shoulders here where the trapezius ends. You go not to the navel but a little more upwards, because you can find where the rib cage ends by going to the point of the pectorals, and you go downwards of 2/3 of one head. So here is where the rib cage ends actually. So you start, for example, here with your rib cage, and you go like, there we go, something like this. Okay, then you had a very little piece, something very simple. Just remember the shape, which is something like this one. Okay, then from this point here you go one head downwards again, from this point here, not from the navel, and you find the line of the crotch. And there you go, you have your torso. It was easy, wasn't it? Of course, you could add a lot of details, and you will as you improve, but for the moment it's very important to focus just on the construction lines. Keep everything simple. Just don't begin adding too many details, otherwise you're going to lose the big picture, and this is going to make your progress go much slower, okay? So let's sum it up again. You just draw your head, you draw your neck, then you find the line of the pectorals, you draw your shoulders, you connect them to your pectorals, you find the navel, you draw the very simple shape starting from the shoulders, this oval like shape which is the rib cage. You add this very little piece, and there you go, you have your torso. It was very quick, wasn't it? This is the same structure that is used everywhere. Doesn't matter your body type, you're just going to modify that depending on your character, of course. But this is the basic one you must learn how to draw. Of course, you can also develop your own one, but keep in mind these proportions, okay? You can also add details such as the nipples, which are going to be more or less here. You go from this point here to the center of the figure, and the nipples are going to be on that line. Then you can also add the serratus, of course, which is a very nice thing to do. So the serratus is something like... We're going to add more details as we go on with these video tutorials. Then we are going to cover the bones, the muscles, and all the little details that can make the difference For the moment, I simply suggest drawing this basic structure until you feel you are comfortable drawing it. In the next video tutorial, we're going to cover the back view of the chest and the side view as well. We're going to cover both.